All right, it is time now for our Athlete of the Month segment. We're going to add this into the podcast. And first of all, we've got our male Athlete of the Month, Path, football, 4-1 right now. You guys got off to kind of a slow start that first game. The running game was stymied a little bit. But since then, you guys have really kicked into gear. What's made the biggest difference, you think, in being able to move the ball on the ground?
I mean, really, it's just all the credit goes to our O-line, They set the pace for the game. They just make it easy for me to just run all over the field.
And what's that relationship like with you and those big guys up front? How do you get them motivated to help you get those big yards?
I mean, those guys are my brothers. I just put my trust in them, and they trust me to just score the ball.
So you came into that Grant game, you guys pulled off the win, then you really exploded in the Armio game. Tell me about what that meant to you personally, to be able to go off like that and to help the offense score all those points.
I felt like we had some unfinished business to show to the world. After those first two games, we didn't really do too great. And, it's just a team achievement.
Right on. And then last week against Pleasant Valley, running game was going pretty good, but it was a close, tight defensive battle, and then you broke off that big run. Tell me about that play and what you were feeling as you were going down the field. That ended up being the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah, I just put my trust in my teammates to do their assignments, and just got a great block from Zion on the corner and just scored a touchdown.
Right on. So you guys are now 4-1. You go into league play now. We know the Adobe League is going to be kind of a gauntlet. Mentally, how do you guys prepare for what you know is going to be a very difficult league schedule coming up?
I think we just got to trust our coaches, their game plans, and just stay away from the distractions.
Right on. And what's it been for you like personally to be a part of this team this year, and with everything, the new coach and some new players involved, and what has it been for you like personally?
It's been amazing. The culture is a lot different here, and I just feel like as a team we bonded.
And what's it mean to be the Athlete of the Month?
It means everything. It means the world to me.
Right on. Well, congratulations, Path. Good luck the rest of the way. We're looking forward to the Windsor game coming up next week, and the rest of that Adobe League schedule, and then on to the playoffs. Time now for our female Athlete of the Month, Nicole Hames from Flag Football. Nicole, congratulations, first of all, for being our Athlete of the Month. It's been quite a season for you guys so far. Tell me a little bit about what it's like to be a part of this Cardinal Newman flag team.
Honestly, it feels really good, especially seeing how far we've come since the beginning of the season to now. We just keep getting better each and every game, and we practice hard at practice, so it really goes to show during the games.
And you had to sit out for a few weeks after moving here from San Francisco. How hard was that to have to stay on the sidelines and watch your teammates play but not be able to get out there and do it?
It was hard just because I know me and my sister love the game so much, but the team did amazing. So it was also really exciting to see them perform. And we did have a lot of fun, even if it was just cheering them on.
Yeah, and you and your sister connect so well. Talk about that relationship and how you guys bond on the field and are able to connect on so many great pass plays.
Honestly, I feel like I just know where she's going to end up, even if she doesn't always run the route exactly. I feel like I can always find her. She does a really good job at finding the gap, and she's like my first look. I always see her. I always know when she's open, and that really helps a lot, honestly.
Yeah, so the league schedule has been interesting. There's a lot of teams that haven't played a lot of flags, so they're brand new to it. We've played for a few years, and you have a ton of experience coming from Reardon. Talk about that a little bit, how that experience in playing for years really helps you understand the game and know how to get it done.
Well, at Reardon, that was actually our first year playing. That was my first year playing, too. My sister didn't even play last year. This is her first year playing. But yeah, just the experience, especially because they're so good at football. Our coaches came from the football team, so they knew what they were doing too. And it really helped, like, the fact that we had coaches that coached the football team, because it really helped us getting in shape. And a lot of our plays were similar. So just the whole program was really good.
That surprises me because you guys look like you've played your whole lives, honestly, out there. And what's it been like moving from the city kind of to the country up here in Santa Rosa and evolving into the Cardinal Newman campus?
The city and country aspect is really different. Definitely took some getting used to, but I'd say we transitioned to the school pretty easy, especially because Reardon was a private Catholic, so we kind of knew what it was about. But I mean, moving and transferring is still hard in general, but we felt really welcomed by the community and especially by the team. So it made it easier.
And what makes you click on the football field? What is it about your style that you think helps you to be successful?
I think the fact that we're all just so new to the sport in general, and especially that we're all athletes, even just coming from different sports in general, all coming together to play flag really helps all of us build off of each other because we all know that we're still new to this, so we help each other learn to develop.
And seeing the sport grow and the fan support, what's that like? That's got to be exciting.
It's
10 years from now, where's the sport going to be?
Yeah. I know it should be really exciting to see colleges have the opportunity for players to go even Division One, Division Two. It would just open up a lot of opportunities for young athletes.
Fantastic. All right, Nicole, congratulations on being our Athlete of the Month. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
All right.
Hi, I'm Molly Friedman. I'm here with Adeline Brockett from Girls Varsity Volleyball. Adeline is a sophomore on the team. She's a DS, and being one of the youngest on the team, how do you feel like in terms of being the youngest and how there's so many seniors on the team? How do you feel and how does your place feel?
Yeah, there's a lot of seniors on our team. We have 9 seniors this year, which is a big amount for a volleyball team. And we, as a team, come together really well. The seniors are such great leaders this year, and it's so fun just to see them having fun out on the court and on the bench and just pull us together, make us a really great team. I think that's one of the reasons we have such a big winning streak this year.
Yeah, you guys have a huge winning streak, and you guys play Windsor tonight, which is probably one of your biggest competitions.
For sure, yeah.
So how are you feeling going into the game? What's your preparation and all that?
Well, we played a game against Santa Rosa on Tuesday, and we won that in 3 sets. So I feel like that's really setting us up for a good game. And we had practiced yesterday, and our coach, Daryl, is really setting us up for success. So I hope to see that, come out on the court today.
Yeah, and as a DS, you have to get all the balls on the floor. You need to make sure to get them up so you don't cost your team any points. How are you going to do that today in this game?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm just going to stay low and be ready, prepare mentally for the game and just stay locked in, have fun out on the court with my friends. So I'm just really excited.
All right, thank you so much. Hi, I'm Molly Friedman. I'm here with Reagan McIntosh from Girls Flag Football. You just came off an injury, hand injury. How do you feel like going back into the game as of last week?
It's feeling great. I'm super happy to be back. I missed the whole first 6 weeks of the season, so I'm super happy to be back. I've been doing as much as I can in practice, so I feel ready. I feel good.
And you are one of our captains, you and Hannah. As a senior this year, how do you feel like your responsibility is? What have you been doing to keeping the team together and close and all that?
Yeah, I was a part of the founding flag football team here at Newman, so it's been so great to see how much it's grown and how much the whole league has grown and the sport's grown. So it's been awesome to see that. As far as captaincy roles, I've been out, I haven't been playing, so a big thing for me is I've been trying to show how commitment needs to be on the team. So I've been coming to everything. I think also just making sure we stay together as a unit, making sure we're all teammates to each other, as well as just keeping focused while still having a fun season.
Mm-hmm. And tonight we play a huge team. We play Creo. They're 9-1. Their only loss was us, and we're 10-0. So this is big. This is a big test on us. And fortunately, we have our quarterback back. She wasn't cleared last game. So hopefully the game's going to go better than last game. How do you think the team's preparation is going into the game? What are your feelings?
Yeah, totally. I'm super excited for the game tonight. I think it's going to be a good test of our team. It's what we've been kind of preparing for this whole season. We've known since we played them the first time they're our biggest competitor at this point. So I think we've just been playing how we normally play while making a few adjustments to make sure we're meeting how Creo plays.
Mm-hmm.
So just staying focused. We have Nicole back as quarterback, which is going to be great. I think she'll play well against the Creo defense. So we've just been staying focused and preparing for this game.
All right, yeah, and make sure to come to the game tonight at home at 7. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Newman Sports Podcast. We're talking about men's water polo. We're here with Thomas McCarthy, a leader, one of the captains for our men's water polo team. 3 big games this week. They play Ukiah tonight at the JC at 7:15. Tomorrow against SI at the JC at 7:15. And then on Saturday, they play a little bit of a matinee game, 11 a.m. Against Terra Linda, that will also be at Santa Rosa Junior College. But Thomas, you were recently named a captain on this team. What do you think makes the best leader?
I feel like you have to show up every day, like wanting to be coachable at practice. You need to put that into your game, and definitely having the energy to go out there in the pool, like put your all in, because like you definitely need that.
Well, you've done that over the past 3 years, been a varsity starter ever since your freshman year. You lost your brother after last year. He graduated, went to UC Merced. Just tell me about playing with him and what he taught you that made you the player and person you are today.
Well, that definitely helped me. I feel like having like an older brother you have from when you're little, since playing with him when you're young, like you have the person you can look up to. You always try to compete with him, be better. It's really fun. He also taught me to be like really competitive, to have always like fun, because he was all about having fun.
Yeah, Matthias, he had a lot of fun. You have a lot of fun in the pool, and you're looking to have a lot of fun over the next 3 days. 3 very big games. SI, they beat you guys last year in a tough one down at City College of San Francisco. You guys looking for revenge on Friday. You want to be there at the SRJC at 7:15 p.m. But what have you guys been working on in practice to prepare yourselves for this tough 3-game schedule?
Well, I feel like we've been doing a lot more conditioning lately, and that's definitely going to help us because we need to be separated from like the teams that get tired easily. And yeah, just working as a team. And also another big thing is like helping back, like on defense. You definitely need to look back and help your teammates, because we can't have players getting ejected on the back half of our defense. So that's definitely a big one.
Well, thanks for stopping by, Thomas. Once again, men's water polo 3-game schedule this week. They play Ukiah tonight at home at 7:15, SI at home tomorrow at 7:15, and then Terra Linda on Saturday to wrap things up at 11 a.m. Also at the Santa Rosa Junior College. Going to be a great 3 games. Come out, watch Thomas and I ball up along with the great men's water polo team that is here at Cardinal Newman, one of the top teams in the state. It's going to be a good one, and we'll be right back with women's water polo and one of their leaders, Emma Lando. All right, welcome back to the Cardinal Newman Sports Podcast. Alongside with me is Emma Lando, a leader on this women's water polo team. So we come from men's water polo into women's water polo. They play Ukiah tonight at the Santa Rosa Junior College at 6:15 p.m. But they've been off to a hot start in VVAL play, 3-0 in their first 3 league games, but they had a tough time this weekend up in Sacramento. Took 1 of 4 in a great tournament with tough competition. Emma, how do you think that built you as a player, and how that affected the team as a whole?
It was definitely a really difficult tournament. We had lots of challenges, but then again, we learned a lot about ourselves in this. We learned a lot about communication and our leadership between our seniors and going down to our younger players. I think we really worked a lot on our set defense and our set offense, and we worked a lot on passing and shooting. It was a really good tournament, but it did end difficult.
Well, you guys have a bit of a short squad this year. In the past, you guys have had to, deal with this kind of lack of players. But you got 3 new players this year. You're a leader on this team, and there's a lot of seniors this year. So how have you guys kind of helped out the younger players? And, what does it mean to be a leader on this team?
Being a leader on this team, it's really important to me. It makes me remember when I was a freshman and we had really great mentors. It really helps embrace our team, and it makes us feel more whole and one together.
All right, and then tonight, big game against Ukiah. Looking forward to next week. You guys have 2 very big games, San Marin and Napa, looking to go 5-0 in league play to open things up. Just tell me a little bit about those games and how you guys are preparing for them in practice.
We have been working really hard in practice on our defense and being really strong on our players and on our opponents. And I think that will really benefit us. We're also really working on snapshots and getting really high up out of the water, which would be really beneficial, I believe. So I think that will help us out a lot.
Well, women's water polo looks to carry the momentum. Thanks for joining us, Emma. They play tonight against Ukiah at 6:15, and then next week have another home game on Wednesday against San Marin at the Santa Rosa Junior College. Follow Cardinal Newman Wapo on Instagram for all of those game updates. But thanks for joining us, Emma. We wish you luck, good luck, and go Cardinals. Welcome back to the Cardinal Newman podcast. I'm Hugo Traverso. I'm joined alongside by Ethan Bowers and Paulo Maravilla. We're talking about the MLB postseason, and we're going to start with a little bit of a buy or sell. Now, Ethan, you're a Dodgers fan. You've been very, very big in your Dodgers support this year and how they can go for back-to-back titles. They've looked really good this year, have a very talented team, probably one of the most talented teams in baseball. Buy or sell? Do you guys think the Dodgers are running it back in another World Series run?
Personally, I am buying. Shohei Ohtani is set to pitch on Saturday against the Phillies. Last time he pitched, he threw 5 no-hit innings against the Phillies on September 16th. And Ohtani's been very dominant since coming back from his surgery. This year, in 14 games, he had a one win and 1 loss, ERA of 2.87 with 63 strikeouts. So he did go 50-50 again, just in a unique way. I think the bullpen has been a little rocky to the start of the season, but as the season progresses, like Tanner Scott has led the league in blown saves. And the last month, he's been absolutely dominant. He's got his slider command working again. Same with Blake Treinen. And I think with the way the offense is hitting right now, there is no doubt that they will make the World Series again.
I think that Ethan makes a fantastic point, but I'm going to go selling on this one. I don't think the Dodgers are going to be able to make it to back-to-back World Series this year. I'm going to go in the direction of the Milwaukee Brewers, a team with not a lot of experience in the postseason and not making out of the first couple rounds, but I think they're going to make a deep, deep push into the World Series this year with the leading of Christian Yelich and Bryce Terang and the incredible closing of Trevor McGill. I think that they're just going to be a flat-out great team, a bunch of young guys that are fast, play good baseball, kind of like the Giants in the 2010s era. And I think that they're going to be very, very well adapted and ready to play and ready to win.
That's a good take, and they've got the local kid on their team, Andrew Vaughn. But let's jump into the games today. It's the wild card. They moved into a best-of-3 series just a few years ago, and we see that today. We've got do-or-die games, 3 do-or-die games. We've got the Cubs and the Padres, Yankees-Red Sox, which should be an absolute classic, and then the first game today, which is set to be another absolute classic in Tigers-Guardians. Who are you guys taking in those games?
I'm taking the Guardians. The reason why is because it's Flaherty and Slade Ciccone tonight. Slade Ciccone, little rocky start to his career, but his fastball command has been dominant. He has the high velocity. He's reached up to 98 now. The rising fastball has been very dominant for him, and I believe that he's not a very good under pressure, got to be worried about. And his curveball has been dominant, so I believe the Tigers will lose, and I think Brian Roquillo will also play a huge part in this game too.
Paul, who are you taking in that game?
I'm going to take the Detroit Tigers. I think that this is another young team like the Brewers I just talked about that are ready. They've got ambition, and they're ready to fight in the playoffs and go deep. As we saw in Game 1, Tariq Skubal went absolutely outstanding amount of innings, a ton of pitches, pushed them really hard, and the leadership of a guy like Javi Baez, who hasn't been in the playoffs recently, but recently had an all-star selection, I think that he'll be definitely a leader. Another guy that was from the Bay Area and Petaluma would be Spencer Torkelson, who I think is going to have a really big postseason and be able to get on base and hit a lot of home runs.
All right, now we'll jump into the Cubs-Padres game. We're running a little bit short on time, but just quick analysis. Who are you guys taking in the Cubs-Padres game?
I will be taking Cubs for Game 3. It's Jameson Taillon versus Yu Darvish. Yu Darvish usually does not go past the 5th inning, so I think that the Cubs offense will take advantage of the bullpen.
I'm going to take the Padres. I think that they had a lot of experience last year and fell short to the Dodgers last year. I think that they're ready. I think that they've had a lot of experience. I think that guys like Fernando Tatis and Jackson Merrill are finally ready for the moment. And I think that they're going to be able to beat the Cubs tonight.
All right, and finally, the Fall Classic game, Red Sox-Yankees. Should be an incredible game at Yankee Stadium tonight. Who do you guys have?
I am going to have to take the Boston Red Sox. Like I said with the Dodgers, if the Red Sox beat the Yankees, they will be in the World Series.
I'm going to be taking the Boston Red Sox as well, but just in my opinion, it's going to be the difference of managers and how they coach their players. I think that Cora has just pushed everyone, as we saw in Game 1. The starting pitcher won 117 pitches, and Adolis Chapman, went 1 2/3 innings of closing baseball and absolutely pushed it. So I think that the young talent of Boston is going to be able to finally get there and go on a deep push this postseason.
Well, thank you both for joining us. It was a fun segment. Some great MLB games today, and we'll be watching all of October, have you up to date with our coverage of the October craziness of postseason baseball. Thank you, guys.